Hi guys, welcome to the Eternal Quest Tarot and welcome to today's reading. For this pick a pile reading, we are looking at your yes or no question, and we are attempting to get you a definitive yes or no answer. Sometimes with these readings, a maybe also comes through. So please know that I do not control the messages. I don't know what's going to happen in each of these files. It is my wish, of course, to give you a definitive yes and no, because I know and I do understand that that would be most helpful. But we'll see how each of the readings pan out. I'm also going to go into some oracle messages, and my intention with that is to either get you an insight into why the answer is yes or no, and slash or maybe also get you some advice from spirit if that comes through as to like what you should be doing to turn around the answer. Like say the answer to your question is a no and you wanted to hear a yes, then we'll go into the oracle and we'll see how you can help the situation if that is something that you are wanting to do. So feel free to stay for that part with each of the piles readings as well. And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit because the cards that I've chosen for the pile selection, they come from Lenormand deck, and they are very tiny, I understand. So there you go. This should be a little bit better in terms of like looking at the images and making your selection. And if you already know which pile is calling out to you, you can go to the timestamps directly and that will take you to your reading. But for those of you that need a closer look at the crystals and the cards, let's begin the pile selection. So for the first pile, I have the Desert Rose Crystal with this card, number 34, which adds up to a 7, and it says the fish. For the second pile, I have this blue fire and ice crystal, a piece of wand or something like that. Looks like, you know, might be a part of a larger wand, but that is with number 20, adds up to a 2 with the garden. That's for pile 2. For pile 3, I have this golden pyrite cluster with this card, the rider, and it says, the number is 1 for pile 3. For pile 4, we have the, the orange calcite crystal with this card, number 29. This adds up to a 2 as well. And it says the lady. So 9 plus 2 is 11, 1 plus 1 would be 2. That's for pile 2. So go ahead and pause the video if you need some more time. Meditate on your question. Make sure that it's in a yes or no format. You can also watch more than one pile, of course, and assign one pile to one question each. And yeah, my hope is that I'm able to give you a definitive answer and also give you the guidance that you need at this point of time. So let's get started with the readings. Hi pile 1, so this is for those of you that resonated with the Desert Rose Crystal and number 34, the fish card. This is your reading. We will look into tarot messages to start with, and then we are going to go into the oracle to get further insight as to like what you can do or get some advice for your situation depending on what comes up in the tarot messages. So let's get started. As I'm shuffling the cards, keep repeating if you feel like it, of course, the question in your mind. Clear your mind and become receptive and open to any kind of messages that will come through for you. and have the faith that it is meant to be known at this point of time. So we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Tower. And keep the faith that it will be for your highest good, sorry. So, is the answer a yes or a no for pile 1? Oops. Is the answer a yes or a no for pile 1? We have the Knight of Cups. I want to draw a couple more cards, but I'm already getting some kind of, like, a few messages here, but let's see. Then we have the Nine of Wands. What is the answer for pile 1? Is it a yes or a no? And we have the Four of Wands. So, what I'm getting is the answer in this situation is a yes, okay, pile 1? So hopefully that is the answer that you were looking for. Now, as a reader, I do not know what you're asking this question about, but there's something that it feels like you have been waiting for a very long time, and you have really held your ground. You've really stood proud and tall and strong, and really done a lot towards this situation, okay? Now, I am noticing that we have the Eight of Swords, so at present, there might be a lot of blockages that you see, you perceive, or that you're believing simply in your mind. So a little bit of like negative thinking, a little bit of like an attitude of literally feeling lost and not feeling like, you know, whether your manifestation, whatever it is that you are asking for and have been working on to bring into your life, at this point of time, like, it might really feel like everything is against you. You might even be prone to viewing more of the negatives surrounding the situation rather than being aware and focusing on the positive. But that is fine. I mean, it's not a critique of any kinds. It's just, it's a headspace, and it's a like sort of space that sometimes all of us from time to time we find that we are stuck in, okay? But what I feel like with the Tower moment, there is something that is going to happen, might have already happened, but something that is going to shake up the situation, okay? And with the Nine of Wands energy, I feel like despite the Tower moment happening, you will find the resources within you to still hold on and to still, you know, stand firmly on your whatever position or stance that you have already taken on this situation. And with the Nine of Cups, I feel like this could be about a romantic connection, but if not, it could be waiting to hear from someone, you know, whether it's your career, professional life, a job or something. But in the end, I feel like the situation is going to resolve. First of all, if you're waiting for someone or something to come forward, it is arriving. It's like Spirit is saying that there is something in this situation where the external circumstances need to change and drastically change. Like the Tower is massive shifting and shaking of the ground and massive turn of energies. Maybe somebody has to go through some deep realizations. Maybe they are not seeing it. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Again, as I said, I'm giving you sort of all the interpretations because A, this is a general reading, and secondly, I do not know what your question is about, but some major change is going to happen, which is going to make the flow in this situation go more smoothly. And in the end, we have the Four of Wands, which is, you know, time to celebrate, time to really be happy and, you know, be very happy about the achievement or about your manifestation coming through. And I must say, with the Nine of Wands energy, like, you know, you're doing a great job in terms of like really holding your energy and being very firm and sure about what you want. And I would recommend like continue doing so, because the less you react to the external outside circumstances and the more you focus on your energy and what you want and stand firmly. Look at that. We have the Queen of Swords energy here. As I was talking about it, I noticed the Queen of Swords, and I feel like the Queen of Swords is someone who is so very sure about what she wants and has mental clarity, and Spirit is kind of like acknowledging that you have been asking for this thing for very good reasons. Like, you really truly know, and you have to trust your wisdom here, that what you are asking for, what you're putting out as a prayer in the universe, that is the right thing for you. And I feel like you do have that confirmation within you already, if not on the outside. But this is, you know, something needs to change, which it will, because we have that energy present here, and then it will be a smooth sailing kind of an energy, and you will get to experience your manifestation. So hopefully this was helpful for you, but I still want to go into Oracle messages, as I said, and take a look at whatever else Spirit wants us to know. So I'm gonna draw these Oracle cards face down to begin with, then we will flip them over all at once, and we'll see what Spirit is trying to communicate here with you. Okay, so Spirit, can you please tell us whatever Pile 1 needs to know about their situation, about their question? What should they be aware of? So we have our first card. Let's go to the Osho Zen deck and get the second card. By the way, just wanted to let you know I am open and available for private readings. So in case you would like me to take a closer look at your personal situation, send me an email, which the email is in the description box, and you can write to me on that. So there you go, second card. So what else does Pile 1 need to know about their question, about the situation that they are asking for? What you guys need to know. And one last Oracle deck, one last card for you. What does Pile 1 need to know about their situation, about the question that they are asking about today? Okay, so we have peace, and we have embrace your power. We have past lives, okay. Ooh. And we have you are very close to achieving your goal. Okay, so I'm just going to start with this card because it kind of summarizes the message of the tarot very beautifully, kind of cheering you on and assuring you that, it might feel like, this is not going to happen for you, but you're very close to achieving what you set out to achieve. Now, we have past life energy present in this deck. So, couple of things. If you're asking about a relationship, of course, this is talking about a past life connection with your person. Something that is undeniably strong, and it's almost like this is meant to be in your life, or they were meant to be in your life, and you have reconnected with them in the past, and you keep coming back to this person because it's an important part of your soul's journey to learn your lessons and to grow alongside their energy. If this is not talking about a relationship, then I feel like testing you through this kind of a challenge, in which there might be a little bit of exhaustion that you're feeling. With the Nine of Wands energy, there's also exhaustion in attempting to stand up for what you truly want and keep putting in the efforts and being really clear about it. The Queen of Swords also comes through with a lot of pain. I feel like this journey in itself has been a test of how well you can get over and integrate either your past trauma or heal certain tendencies within you. Like, I have a feeling that you have learned a lot on this journey, which you otherwise might not be aware of. And in standing up, like I said, and asking for what you have been asking for such a long time, going through the process of that has really made you look at yourself in a much deeper way. And it's something that probably, I don't know if you've heard this, but it's an understanding that I have gained through my own reading of a lot of spiritual books. And they say that, sometimes we fail at something in a past life, for example, and then the same test is put forth in this lifetime, and then it's like we are supposed to overcome those challenges, whether they are present inwardly or whether the challenge is outward. Okay, embrace your power, and Spirit is really acknowledging you that, again, this process, I feel like, has been a test of your strength. The lion or lioness in this image really reminds me of the strength card in the tarot, if you've seen it before. And strength is usually like being able to temper our emotions and kind of, how do I say this, but the ability to not listen to the naysaying negative mind and focus on the positive and keep going towards your goal. It takes a lot of strength in that. I mean, it's kind of overlooked and not really talked about as often as I would like how to actually do that, how to become aware of that. So Spirit is acknowledging that you are through this journey, you are at the tail end of it, as we see that from this card and from the tarot spread. But all of this has been to make you even more powerful. So the time is now to embrace that power and to believe in it. And we have peace. And I feel like Spirit is acknowledging that you guys might have been undergoing some kind of stress related to your question or your situation. But now the time is to really give yourself the assurance that you have done all the work, and now it's just being in that receptive mode to let your manifestation flow to you. So focus on being as peaceful as you can. Focus on that rather than, allowing yourself to get too caught up in the ups and downs in this situation, and just be ready to receive. It's the end of a cycle. We have number 28, which adds up to 10, which is about endings, and also 1, which is about new beginnings. So things are happening, things are changing. This chapter, this difficult journey is coming to an end, and before you know it, I mean, this card tells me that you might be thinking like the goal is still far along, but it's not as far as you think it is. So yeah, that is all I have for you, Pile 1. As I said, hopefully this reading was something that you wanted to hear and it resonated and it made complete sense to you. Please let me know in the comments below what your question was about, or if your reading today did help you in any way, big or small. Claim the reading, claim the answers that you got from your universe. From the universe, and hopefully I will connect with you again very soon. Take care, Pile 1. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. So this is for those of you that resonated with this blue fire and ice crystal with the card Garden number 20. So we'll see what your reading says. As I said, I will definitely try to get you a definitive like yes or no answer, but sometimes a maybe comes through. And we are also going to look at your oracle cards, which will basically talk about any kind of advice or insight that spirit might have for you, things that you need to be aware of, so on and so forth. So we'll get into that depending on what comes up with your tarot reading. So let's get started. And as I am shuffling the cards, try to clear your mind, think of that question, and concentrate on that. Make sure that it's in a yes and no format, of course, and try to be in a receptive place, meaning having complete faith that whatever answer you are meant to hear and meant for your highest good is what is going to come through. So we have the Nine of Wands to start with. So what is the answer for Pile 2? Is it a yes or a no? What is the answer for Pile 2 for their question? And I'll give you all sorts of possible like interpretations, because I do not know what you're asking about. Then we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords. It feels like to me that this is something that you have been working on manifesting for a while now. Okay, the Nine of Swords can also be feeling the stress, feeling anxiety, feeling worried towards whatever it is that you are asking about. So let's see. Is it a yes or a no for Pile 2? A lot of stress there with the Nine of Swords, Pile 2. I hope you're doing okay. We have the Devil. Okay. What is the answer for Pile 2? I'm going to draw 5 cards in total to start with, just so you know. We have the Four of Cups. Okay. What is the answer for Pile 2? Is it, whoops, these 2 cards jumped out, so I'm going to take both of them. We have the Six of Pentacles, and then we have the King of Wands. Okay. So I feel like the answer to your question, especially if this is about like, you know, wanting to manifest something, like am I going to achieve this or that, or if this is about a relationship, will this person come back or what? The answer is no. Okay, so, and I'm really sorry if that's not something that you wanted to hear at this time, but of course we'll see your oracle cards, and We'll see what advice Spirit has for you in this situation, but it's looking like a no for now. And I feel like, again, as I said, with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords energy, I feel like you guys might have been waiting for something to come by, something to manifest in your life for a while now. But the good news is that while you are going through this rough phase of wanting something very badly, and maybe with the devil energy, you're kind of almost like obsessing over it, which again, Spirit is showing that, you know, you have the power to free yourself, okay? With the Four of Cups energy, this might be not being open to any kind of like other options, or not being, or feeling quite disinterested in general about any other option apart from the one that you are so fixated on. I feel like things are going to turn around. You will need to let go of this, like whatever you are asking for right now. The kind and the like loving advice from Spirit is that it would be best if you freed yourself out of this like waiting game, and like really like work on bringing down the stress level, because I really see that there is a lot of stress. Moving on, I feel like you will be in a much better place, in the sense like you will be able to find something else to be passionate about and driven about and go after with more of the clarity that is needed when we catch a desire. And there's clarity that's needed in terms of our own plan and how we are going to invest our own energy into manifesting that, or like being ready for it. So I feel like another opportunity, another relationship, another person, and this will feel more balanced, okay? Right now with the Nine of Swords and the Four of Cups energy and even the Devil, so I feel like you might be feeling a little not so good, I must say, within yourself. And sometimes it is, you know, literally like as the Devil says, sometimes it's the belief that we are stuck feeling the way we are, and we are not really seeing any kind of opportunities that might be there for our internal freedom from the situation. And that is the challenge of the situation, pile 2, that you need to really free yourself and really drop the idea, move on from it, say goodbye to it, and you will come into a place of feeling more balanced within yourself. And you'll find that, you know, when you let go of this, whatever it is that you are asking the question about, you will be able to find hope again. I'm noticing the Three of Wands, the bottom of the deck, and there's also Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Look at that. So a lot of positivity ahead of you, provided you are able to let go of whatever this situation is that you're asking about, and like completely stop stressing over and know that better times are ahead. You will not only feel enthusiastic, but, you know, looking forward to the next chapter of your life, or the next new beginning with the Ace of Wands, going after it quite happily and regaining your own charisma, your own confidence in yourself with that Queen of Wands there. So again, as I said, I'm sorry if this is not something that you wanted to hear. If it was, then, you know, good news, right? Like amazing. And maybe you are working on letting this thing go and moving on from it, and kind of removing your energy from the situation. But for those of you that let's say did not want to hear a no, I'm going to go into the oracle cards, and we'll get further insight as to, you know, what you should be doing in order to handle whatever is going on right now in your situation. So this can be advice on those lines, or we'll keep it wide open. The door is wide open for any other insight, any other message that Spirit feels like you need to hear. So I'm gonna draw the oracle cards face down to begin with, and then we are gonna flip them over all at once and see what the message is for you. Okay, so for pile 2, what does Spirit want to show? Oh, okay. That I'll flip that up because I already did creature of habit, I guess. So first is have fun. Let's see the rest of the cards. What is the advice for pile 2? What else should pile 2 know and understand about the situation that they are asking the question for? What else should you know? What is the advice for pile 2? Oops. What else should pile 2 know, Spirit, about their question? Whatever it is that they're dealing with. Thank you for bearing with me as I draw these cards. And just a request, if you find that today's reading resonated and it helped you in any way, big or small, consider leaving this video a like and also letting me know in the comments below what pile you chose, and if you claim that energy, if it helped you, whatever you want to share. And I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel for more future readings to come. Really helps support my work and grow the family. So what does pile 2 need to know about their situation? Okay, let's see. We have Thunderbolt. This is the Tower energy. We have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back. And we have Beginnings. Look at that. So very much in resonance, I would say, with the overall energy of the spread, the tarot spread that we got for you. First of all, with the Thunderbolt, I feel like in this case, a Thunderbolt or a Tower moment is going to be a positive thing. I feel like you are approaching a breakthrough where you will find that you are able to have new realizations, new perspectives on the situations. Perhaps they will be the kind that will help you walk away from whatever this is, to let go of it and to focus on something else. And you're highly being encouraged to not let your past hold you back. Don't think that just because, something went wrong in the past or didn't work out, that it is going to get repeated. Don't live in that fear. Don't hold yourself back. Focus on having fun in the moment. This is a very much present moment awareness energy that is coming through with the have fun card, because as the spiritual master Eckhart Tolle, who has been a big influence in my life, actually, he always says that the stress comes from our imaginings about the future, or stressing about, or feeling bad about the past. But both those things are not really here. So focus on what's really happening in your life, and at least make an attempt to find those things that you can be joyful about, that you can be grateful about. That's going to put you right in alignment with the new beginning that is coming. And look at that, we have an archway or doorway, however you want to look at it, and the scenario is completely different from where you are right now, which is bleak and dark and cold, and you are entering something that is going to be feel so much better, pile 2. Okay, so yeah, that is it I have for you, pile 2. As I said, I sincerely hope that today's reading helped you a lot, and hopefully I will connect with you in the future. Thank you for watching this. Take care. Bye. Hi pile 3, so this is for you if you chose the golden pyrite cluster, and this card that says the rider number 1. We are going to see what comes up for you. I'm definitely going to try and get a definitive yes or no answer, but please know and understand that sometimes a maybe, also comes through, and I do not know what's going to happen in the reading, what's going to come up for you guys, but I'm definitely going to try and get a definitive yes or no, because obviously that is what is going to be helpful, most helpful, and that's the reason why you're watching this reading. So as I'm shuffling the cards, try and relax your mind, think about your question in a yes or no format, and get to a receptive place and have faith that whatever you're going to receive in terms of your answer is the one that you were meant to hear at this time, and it's all for your highest good. So let's see, we are going to start with the tarot, and we are going to go into oracle messages to get either advice or just in general. Oops, the camera went out of focus there for a second. But just in general, what more information needs to come through for you. So starting with the 5 of Pentacles. Is the answer a yes or a no for pile 3? Is the answer a yes or a no for pile 3? Oops. We have the 3 of Swords. Okay. There's definitely a lot of pain in this situation with the 3 of Swords energy, heartbreak, and feeling sad. I hope you're doing well. The 5 of Pentacles is also like feeling abandoned, shut out, not feeling like you belong to something, whatever that something is or someone is. Then we have the Ace of Cups, okay? Is the answer a yes or a no for pile 3? Is the answer a yes or a no? I'm going to draw 5 cards in total. We have the Devil energy, okay? Is the answer a yes or a no for pile 3? See, one last card. We have the 2 of Wands. Okay. So I kind of feel like whether you want it or not, okay, first of all, I'm getting like a no as your answer, and it is kind of a good no, okay? Sorry, excuse me. In the sense that whatever changes are on the horizon for you, whatever is going to shift to close off this option, close off the situation that you are asking about, that's going to happen. Okay, whatever is coming is coming. It's kind of like that. And whether you like it or not, the answer, it would be a no. So what you're asking about might be a no, but you are headed towards some sort of a renewal and a new energy. The Aces of Cups are about new beginnings. So something new is going to pop up either within your consciousness, within your emotions, so some change, but you might still have a difficult time, somewhat of a challenging time, letting go of what you're asking about, letting go of the situation that you are consulting about, okay? And I feel like the more you kind of work on believing that, or accepting whatever happens, the more you work on not seeing that as a negative and being hopeful about the future, the more you can ease the transition for yourself. Okay? So I do not know what you're asking about. This kind of looks like a relationship kind of situation, but it could be anything else, and it could be, a host of other things. But I'm seeing the Hanged Man energy at the bottom, and I'm also seeing the Judgment card, death, so going through transformation. Okay, so there are big changes that are coming your way, and yes, the new beginning. I'm noticing like the ghost or the specter on top of the Ace of Cups, and they're kind of like surprised or sort of resistant to the newness. But I feel like you are in the process of transforming yourself, and what is needed here, I feel like, is looking at things from a different perspective. So right now you might be stuck. The devil energy is very much a feeling where we feel like we are stuck in a situation where we can't see a way out, but that's the greatest illusion of the devil, making us feel like we don't have the freedom. And even with this Two of Wands, there's like the figure that is representing the person that is looking forward. So you will be like kind of forced to move on, but there's no person. It's just a coast, and that is making me feel like this might be something that you might not be completely enthusiastic about in the beginning. Okay, but with death, and keeping in mind that this is about a new way of looking at things, your perception, and also some kind of renewal is coming. And Judgment is always like renewal of your own energy here. So I feel like, you will be almost like made to go through this situation and get on the other side. A very transformed version of you is what is going to birth itself coming out of this situation. Now, the Three of Swords, as I said, I feel like you are in pain right now, heartache, and feeling sad over it. But the good news about the Three of Swords is that it's the kind of pain that does heal with time. Okay, it's not something that destroys a beating heart. The heart is still fine, even though typically, like, there are three swords piercing the heart, but two swords piercing, but the heart is still up and running, and it's always hopeful, even though it might not appear so. So know to what you're asking about, and kind of like a heads up about a big transformative phase of your life, either beginning, or you might be going through a transformation right now. Like, things are going to be so different than what they appear today and right now to you, and you might have a difficult time believing that because of the devil energy. You might find yourself really stuck. The Five of Pentacles is also when I said, like, you might feel abandoned, or you might feel like certain options are close to you. This could also be literally about ghosting. Okay, somebody leaving you behind and making you feel abandoned. So the obvious advice would be to work on your healing and work on your feeling of stuckness. But now we are going to go into the oracle portion of the reading, and I want to keep this very open. So it could be additional information that Spirit wants you to know about your situation, what you're asking about, or it could be advice as to what you can do right now to either help the situation or help yourself, if that makes sense. So we are going to draw the oracle cards, and they are all going to be face down to begin with, and we are going to flip them over at the very end. I'm going to draw oracle cards from 4 different oracle decks. So let's see what other advice does Spirit have for you. Pile 3, I sincerely hope you're doing okay. Whoops. Okay, this one fell face up, so we are gonna place it as it is, and we also have breakthrough. Okay. What other advice do you have for my pile 3, Spirit, about the situation that they are asking the question about? What a complex sentence there, but let's see one last oracle card. What is the advice for pile 3? I almost keep calling you like pile 2, and right at the last millisecond, I literally correct myself. So pile 2 could also be something that you might want to look at, and maybe there are messages in there for you as well. So let's see. We have follow a new path, and then with the Oshozen, we had completion and breakthrough, as we saw. We have the energy is gaining momentum. Look at that. Look at that. Things are happening. And then we have will. Your personal will plays a role in this situation. So I feel this will, number 13, which is again got to do with the devil. It adds up to number 4, which can be a challenging number according to like numerology. And one of the things that you can do to counter the effect of the number 4 or being in a difficult situation is to have a plan and stick to it that, kind of makes you sort of self-disciplined and continually working towards a new beginning. So a new beginning is definitely coming. Leaving behind something and following a new path. So you're being told to do that, encouraged to do that, and have faith that this new path will lead to newer beginnings and better circumstances. Then we have breakthrough. What this means to me, it's actually kind of like opposite of the stuck energy that you might be feeling right now, and literally breaking through a path from that energy, or kind of like, what do they call it, paving a new path out of it and feeling renewed. And we also have completion, so there is something that is ending here, something that you are walking away from, letting go of, and realizing that you always have the option to head in a new direction, even though at this time you might feel stuck. This breakthrough card is quite encouraging because I feel like you will be able to get out of that stuck feeling. And as I said, the energy is gaining momentum. So like I said, things are happening in the background, working for you, and you're being naturally and very organically being pulled in this new direction. Again, whether you like it or not, or whether you're still working on letting go of the previous thing, whatever they might be, but things are shifting. Believe that. Completely have faith, even though it might not appear. There's a renewal definitely coming your way, pile 3. So that is all I have for you. I hope that this reading helps, it resonated, and if it did, consider leaving this video a like and sharing in the comments, if you will, which pile you chose. I mean, you chose pile 3, of course, but what helped you from the reading, and if it does help you, how do you apply it to your situation, if you're willing to share that, and consider subscribing and staying back for more future readings to come. So thank you again for being here, Pile 3. I hopefully will connect with you very soon. Take care. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. So this is for you if you resonated with the orange calcite crystal and this card, number 29, the lady. Welcome to your reading. So we are going to get a yes or no answer to your yes or no question. And as I mentioned in the intro portion of this video, I'm going to try and get a definitive yes or no answer. But please keep in mind that sometimes a maybe also comes through, like the answer to your question being a maybe. And I do not control the messages and I have no idea what we are going to find. So please have the faith that whatever you are going to hear in this reading is what is meant for you and meant for your highest good. So with that said, as I am shuffling the cards, clear your mind, think of your yes or no question. Okay, this flipped over, so we're going to take it. We are starting with a very positive card, Four of Wands. Already giving me the feeling like this is a yes, but we'll see. Wait, let me draw other 4 cards, so 5 in total. So as I was saying, clear your mind and get to a receptive place where you would be, where it would be easier for you to accept whatever answer and guidance comes through for you. I'm also going to look at oracle cards after the tarot messages, which will give us either further insight or advice or anything else that Spirit wants to say to you about your situation that you're asking for. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Is the answer a yes or a no for pile 4? Is the answer yes or no for pile 4? We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Is the answer a yes or a no for pile 4? Is the answer a yes or a no for pile 4? Then we have the Moon energy. Okay. Is the answer a yes or a no for pile 4? One last card. We have the Eight of Cups. So like I said, because we started with the Four of Wands, I'm getting a strong feeling that your manifestation is on its way and it's going to happen. But this is certainly looking like a cautionary sort of situation or something that Spirit wants to caution you about, okay? So it might start with a yes. You will get your manifestation. I mean, Four of Wands is all about celebration, being happy, and just celebrating something like a new beginning or an achievement of some sorts. But we have the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Wands. And one of the first things that I noticed about this Knight, and why I'm taking it in sort of a cautionary sort of a way, is because this Knight has like its arm on its head and it's almost like either exhausted or just finding the journey, whatever it is heading towards, whatever it felt passionate towards, it's heading towards that, going ahead with his or her plans, but very quickly sort of realizing something about the situation. And we also have the Moon energy, and the Moon energy can talk about us being triggered, or to be more specific, our subconscious fears, our anxieties, everything that is unhealed and that can hinder or cause dysfunction in our life. is what is represented by the moon energy. So feeling like mentally you might feel a little effed up, to put it mildly, in this situation, and you might quickly realize that it does not serve you as well as it thought to be. Now, Four of Pentacles is a fear-based energy, holding back and not really willing to invest energetically or in any other way into something. I want to look at, get some clarification with the Four of Pentacles. What is this energy about? What's the Four of Pentacles about? So in short, like, be cautious when you are actually in the middle of enjoying your manifestation or bringing it forth, because it does seem like with the Eight of Cups that eventually circumstances or how it would affect you mentally, you might be prompted to walk away from it. So initially starts with a big yes, but you then would go away or step away from this situation, whatever it is that you are asking for. It doesn't seem to be as happy or give you as much happiness as you think it would. That's the overall message that I'm getting. So even though you will get it, I feel like it's quickly gonna, or in time, not quickly, I'm not sure how much time it would take, but it's gonna unravel and reveal itself to be not as great as you thought. Pile 4. So we have the Queen of Pentacles coming up as the clarifying card for Four of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very giving, nurturing sort of energy, and she is someone who really pays a lot of attention. So I'm feeling like, sorry, I want to complete the sentence that I was saying. She gives a lot of attention to the things that she cares about, really invests a lot of time and energy, and she has the resources to do so. She feels very ready to give it all. So it feels like either you, if there are other people involved in your question, I feel like they might be hesitant at first to give energy to the situation, and energy could be anything, whether it is like time, money, since Pentacles is a suit that talks about resources, it could also be their love, their attention, okay? So depending on what you're asking for, there might be hesitation, and it almost looks like you would have to do more of the work in sustaining this, okay? So even though like you will get your manifestation, it seems like, and initially like it's looking very positive, something that will make you happy, there might be more of a need for you to, like I said, sustain this situation, anything, whatever your question is about. It's very difficult to like not be vague in these types of readings, because I really don't know the larger context of what your question is. But nevertheless, I'm thinking like be very cautious of like even asking for what you're asking, because it just seems like a lot of work. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles energy. Look at that. So work, more work. And there are certain kinks almost, I feel like, that you will be driven to remove from the situation, or like smooth out certain kinks. Literally, like that's the only word that's popping into my mind right now. And this is a lot more work. Will require you to really be in balance and not get affected by the moon type of energy, which is like really the kind that kind of messes with our mind. So you will have to be really cautious about that, and this might be more work than you think right now, okay? So again, as I said, I'm sorry if I'm being so vague in these readings, but I do not really know the context, right? So let's get into the oracle cards. And as I said, this portion I'm keeping wide open. I just want to see what else comes up, like in terms of either advice for you or something else that Spirit needs you to know at this time. Whatever it is that comes up through these oracle messages, we are going to draw 4 oracle cards, and we are going to put them face down to begin with and flip them over all at once to see what the message is saying here. Okay, so what does Spirit wants you to know, pile 4, about the situation that you're asking the question about? 1 more, actually 3 more in total. 1 card from the Oceans and deck. What does Spirit want you to understand and know? What does Spirit want you to know in this situation? What does Spirit want you to know about your question, about your situation? More. What does Spirit want you to know about your situation? One last card for the insight. Thank you for being patient with me as I shuffle these cards, pile 4. And while I'm shuffling them, I want you to know that I am open and available for private readings. If you want me to take a closer look at your situation, send me an email if you're interested. That email you'll find in the description box. Okay, let's see. So the first card is manage your emotions. Look at that. Look at that. I told you that you will really have to do a good job of managing your emotions here. We have innocence. We have your commitment is being tested. Very much makes sense, makes sense. And we have purity. Okay. So with these 2 cards, purity and innocence, I think they are just describing or kind of like talking about the place that this desire comes from, okay? And it is something that probably you should always keep in mind in the future when it does happen for you and it starts, you know, creating these kind of challenges for yourself, okay? So innocence and purity, I feel like what you're asking about, the situation that you're asking for, is coming from a very pure, authentic, truthful place from within you, where you are desiring something or wanting to make something happen in your life, and that is very true to you. I want to say, like, very feels like you, like it's something that you would naturally go for, if you know what I mean. Okay, so there's a lot of like pure emotions, your intention, your larger intention. So we have what we want to manifest, and then there's a larger intention. That Spirit is showing me is very much in line with the spirit of you, or again, as I said, very authentic to you. And that's a strength in itself, because when we actually get the thing that we want to manifest, and if there are challenges, which seems like there would be challenges in this journey, it is a time where your commitment would be tested. So at least for a while, your commitment is going to be tested as to like how much you truly desire this thing. And one of the things, as I said, with the moon energy messing up your emotions and making you feel overwhelmed or lost or regretting, as I saw with that Knight of Wands energy, you will have to manage your emotions as you go along your experience of your manifestation, pile 4. This will be extremely important, like managing your emotions. And one of the things that you can always remember, that the reason why you asked for this desire came from a place of purity and innocence and, like I said, authenticity. And this seems like a very true desire for many of you. So remember the love that gave birth to this desire, to this manifestation, and work on managing your emotions. So basically, if you are able to like successfully get over the moon energy by managing your emotions and controlling your triggers, not listening to your naysaying mind, your negative thoughts, which typically comes from our subconscious, the unhealed parts of our subconscious, you might be able to avoid this walking away from it, and it might be something that you will be able to hold on to for the foreseeable future. Okay, so that is all I have for you, pile 4. If this reading helped you in any way, big or small, consider leaving this video a like, and also consider subscribing and staying back for more future readings to come. So once again, thank you for being here, pile 4, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.